This wedding was an assignment for my Religion 2 class in Catholic school.
This one's wife. It's doomed. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. American Riviera Orchard. Those 3 words, banal as they are representative of the new venture from this one's wife. What does the New York Post think about it? Well, Johnny Oleksinski is pretty clear. His headline reads, "This one's wife's new lifestyle brand is doomed to be yet another flop in her illustrious career." He writes, Duchess Doolittle herself, this one's wife, has unveiled yet another harebrained scheme to make a buck. On Thursday, the 42-year-old debuted a new lifestyle brand called American Riviera Orchard on Instagram. The Goopy Project sounds like a name one of her Monty Shit Show California neighbors might give their third-born child. But I digress. In this softest of launches, this one's wife's social media post and new website offered no details of what products she will sell or what exactly she's doing. Ooh, she's so mysterious. However, a trademark application says she plans to push cookbooks and home goods. So far, on Instagram, we've been treated to a golden logo written in calligraphy. Wow, how royal. And a grainy video clip of this one's wife stirring away in the kitchen, picking flowers, and standing at the end of a hall. Wonderful. Another stop of her chaotic test to become Martha Stewart. Well, Martha Stewart if nobody watched Stewart's TV shows, or bought her magazine, cookbooks, and kitchenware. Let me call it now. This glorified Etsy page, if it ever gets off the ground, will be one more embarrassing blip. Remember this one's wife's now defunct lifestyle blog, The Tick, 2014 to 2017? Thought not. This one's wife dubbed the site a hub for the discerning palate and used it to hawk recipes and beauty tips. She name-dropped more famous friends like Serena Williams, and interviewed Elizabeth Hurley and Ivanka Trump, a fact she would no doubt rather we all forgot. Character trait acquisition. The Tig, however, was terminated, along with her acting career, when she married Prince Harry and became a working royal, which she and Harry promptly quit less than 2 years later. And then there was the Duchess and Harry's $20 million Spotify deal. That was scrapped when the duo did not meet productivity benchmarks. Or, as one Spotify exec and podcaster Bill Simmons put it, the fucking grifters. That's the podcast we should have launched with them. The two have hardly been workhorses at Netflix, who they signed with for an obscene $100 million. Consider that Timothée Chalamet was paid just $8 million for Wonka. That partnership has amounted to little more than a couple of forgettable documentaries. Sources told The Wrap that Harry and this one's wife have worn out their welcome in Hollywood with an iron-fisted desire for control combined with a lack of experience. Pausing there, that's entirely apt. This one's wife, as you know, needs control, so her narcissism drives her to behave in a controlling way. It also causes her to believe that she can do whatever she wants, irrespective of the fact that she has no talent, no ability, and no experience. The article continues, shocker. Can't say I sympathise much with either party, Hollywood or the Sussexes. It's been bungle after bungle, lazy move after lazy move. For this one's wife, CV has come to stand for costly vanity. And what a shamelessly opportunistic moment to pull back the curtain on some tablecloths and coasters. Her arch-nemesis, Kate Middleton, has been pummeled by the public for days for doctoring a family photo, after being hidden from the public eye for months. Royal conspiracy theorists have suggested everything from infidelity to a facelift. Don't worry, Kate. This one's wife is here to steal the spotlight. On Wednesday, at an event honouring the late Princess Diana in London, Prince William spoke in person, while Harry appeared only by video stream after his estranged brother had left the building. Perhaps Harry was too busy in the garage, packaging his wife's American Riviera Orchard inspirational coffee mugs. What a prince. Well, there you have it. The views of the New York Post, pretty firm about how it's not going to work. There will be some sales. There will be some of the shuggers that will pull together their ill-gotten gains as paid members of the coterie for the purposes of spreading hatred about other members of the royal family. They may just be able to get those shackles together and purchase an authentic coffee mug, or quite possibly an impactful cookbook. Not only is she entering a saturated market, but it would only work if the products that you're providing are different and interesting, which they're not going to be because she lacks the imagination and ingenuity, or that you have a huge amount of goodwill, that people want to purchase products which you could get anywhere else, but will like to do so because of their association with the person selling them. She doesn't have much goodwill because she's disliked by a lot of people. But of course, anybody who might tell her that, I don't think it'd be a good idea, you trying to get a range of goods, because you don't have the popularity to flog tat, which essentially is what it's going to be. There might be some people that have advised her of that, and of course, Mama knows best, LLC, so therefore she'll have said, no, they're going to love it. People love me. I am their queen, and therefore they'll purchase it. Well, let's get a flavour for what the potentially purchasing public would think about it. New York Post begins by offering the potential for some hypocrisy from this one's wife by saying, "This one's wife do more than due diligence on your manufacturers and suppliers. Any exploitation, child labour, underpaying or abusing employees, contaminating the environment will cancel you and your company." Daphne Evadne responds, "I doubt very much this will be anything more than a website. We are dealing with two not-so-bright people, one who barely graduated from high school and never went to college, and another one who went to a decent college but did an underwhelming degree and ended up owning suitcases on a game show." NC Mom, wow, the intro with Duchess Doolittle was perfect. An apt description of nutmeg. Couldn't stop laughing. Gracie, in a few months, I look forward to the insomniacs among us telling us how they were flipping channels at 3 a.m. and saw this one's wife selling schlock on some late-night shopping channel. Wait for it. Nunya Ikt, why can't she and Harry simply live their lives out of the spotlight and stop hawking wares? They're exhibiting a shocking level of tone deafness to how badly they are perceived by the general public, the very point that I made earlier. Live quiet lives with dignity. Well, it's understandable, Nunya, why you might think that, but she's incapable of doing it. Her narcissism won't let it happen. Tilana, I can't get over how bad the name American Riviera Orchard is. It's a mouthful and sounds like it doesn't know what it wants to be. Even shortening it to ARO doesn't sound good. I told you so. Just more copying from everywhere, demonstrating the lack of imagination and originality that this one's wife has. American Riviera is a trademark held by the city of Santa Barbara. I wouldn't be surprised if Santa Barbara objected to this one's wife trademark application. Freckly Bangers, hello Fergie. She states that there's a huge banking group in Southern California called American Riviera 2. Keke in the hole, again, observing as I did earlier on, in order to sell something or influence people, you have to be relatable and likeable, both of which Wallace 2.0 is not. This venture will be a fail, like all her others. Cool CPA wades in. This one's wife is not talented, charming or likeable, utterly forgettable. Without the men in her life, Emmy-winning father, producer husband, chef boyfriend and the Frog Prince, we would never have heard of her. Maybe we should sue these men for catapulting the creature into the public consciousness. Sush JH. And what exactly have this one's wife and Harry done from the Baka people or African parks where blatant abuses are reported? Harry, former president, has been promoted to a paid position on the African Parks Board of Directors, but has done nothing to address the abuses except pass the problem to others. But this one's wife is playing Martha Stewart in her home, which I'm sorry to say looks like the inside of a dungeon. With inherited money, H&M start in the middle of a business rather than building one on hard work, experience, wisdom and creativity. Their talent is really the ability to throw money at something and believe it will magically transform into a successful company. No experience necessary, just the usual grift. Well, unsurprising comments there below the line at the New York Post and a condemning lead article from them. Not looking good for this one's wife and her venture, but it's hardly surprise. And it does demonstrate once again the way that she believes that she knows everything and fails to understand that selling tat that you can obtain anywhere else and probably much cheaper isn't going to work when it's sold by someone as unlikable as her. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.